Ooh, hey, what's up, people? How you doing? I'm getting off work as usual. Wait a minute, man. I'll give you some attention. Don't worry about it. I know you want it, so you'll get it. You know, so you won't feel neglected or some other way. You know, as if I discarded you. Because I know how bad you wanted the response. Alright, cool. So, you know, today I was gonna talk about how I just listened to somebody. He's like he's this. Man, I don't know how to describe it, because he's like on the side of you know, he's like a preacher, then he's a man who promotes raw living foods, you know, and juicing and all that stuff. So it's so hard, because essentially, you know, his message is not terrible, and I shouldn't say terrible. It's not bad at all. You know, it's maybe even good. All right, but then we comes up with stuff like, you know, Satan and his punks. You know, you gotta get off the earth. You know, you're little bitches, and we're gonna get you in the name of Jesus Christ. We cast you out of, you know, earth. And then I'm like, oh, please don't do that. You know, this is when it gets to that really it's a Christian cult mentality, you know, where he has absolutely nothing to do. And this guy preaches all this love and acceptance, and, you know, and then he goes on this tangent and he says these things. And he says these things that are like a total, I don't know, totally opposite from understanding, total opposite of the truth of how things are. You know, so, and then if you can't understand that, then I'm out. You know, when, like, every time I hear that kind of stuff, it reminds me of those crazy people in churches when they are, you know, casting Satan out of, you know, out of this place in the name of Jesus Christ. You know, and some of them even cuss. And it's like, oh my God, this is like a witch hunt, you know? That's what it reminds me of, you know, and it's very ritualistic, it's very brainwashed thing, you know. And look, I'm gonna go straight into this example, okay? The police says certain things, the police acts a certain way, right? You know, the government does certain things, the government acts a certain way, and people are up in arms, okay? And then we had riots, you know, not long ago. We had riots, big riots, very fiery and very passionate riots, and a lot of destruction. You know, and then you would think, you know, I personally, alright, I had some dealings with the police, and I can't say that I've ever experienced a really bad thing in the encounter with any of the police officers, you know. I'm not saying they were always nice to me, and I'm not saying they were always super correct to me, and I'm also not saying that they were in any way extremely offensive to me or any such thing, alright? However, I am also a very calm person when it comes to the authorities, when I can be in situations, and I make sure I don't escalate things for no reason. So let's say I get pulled over by a cop, right? I know I done something bad. I mean, nothing horrible, but, you know, maybe I was speeding, or, you know, maybe I changed the lane improperly, which would be a huge rarity in my case, because I pay a lot of attention. And even when I would do crazy stuff and drive crazy, I would never do unpredictable stuff. Like, I would make sure that people around me know what I'm planning to do. I may be, you know, abrupt in changing things and changing lanes and stuff like that, but I will signal, and I will make sure there's enough space. I will make sure I do execute things the way nobody gets hurt. That's all I'm going to say. Because I have that perfection from, you know, a lot of experience, a lot of driving, a lot of different type of driving, driving in a lot of different vehicles, different categories, and all sorts of stuff. And anyways, I won't go into that. But anyway, but that's the whole point. So when they pull me over, and I know I've done maybe something not completely fine, not completely okay, you know, I'm not gonna be on defensive, you know, and they approach me like, you know, I'll be like, all right. You know, I may not immediately go, yeah, I've done all these things wrong, but I'll be like, okay, you know, let me hear what they have to say. You know, and I'm not going to be like, this motherfucker, you know, what, they were trying to mess with me today again? You know, it's not that, that's not in my head. You know, even when they pulled me over and I had no idea, absolutely no idea why they pulled me over, because I maybe have done nothing wrong, but they maybe had a checkpoint or something, I wouldn't be like, oh, what do they want? Oh my God, like, you know, oh, the police is horrible, you know, fuck them, you know, like, oh, you know, why, you know, how dare they stopping me, you know, and stuff like that. No, I'm calm. I wait for the officer to, you know, explain whatever they need to explain. Say hi. I'm as polite as I am with just about anybody. And that's it. And, you know, usually things don't escalate. Now, somebody might say, yeah, but you're white, so, you know, obviously things don't escalate because they look at you differently already when, I don't know, you open your window, or as soon as they approach you, they figure out you're white, whatever, you know, things are different. Got it, okay, cool, got it. Okay, let's say the police is really in the wrong. Okay, let's say the government is completely messed up. Let's say they're horrible to people. Alright, then we have riots. We had riots in Seattle. We had riots in one of the regions in Seattle called Capitol Hill. It's known for a lot of homosexual people reside. That's kind of like their area. You know, a lot of like LGBTQ groups claim that's neighborhood, and you know, whatever. You know, that's again also beside any kind of point that I'm making. Where I'm going to is, so they said that, you know, the police is horrible, we need to defund them, we need to get rid of them, you know, because they're just awful, and, you know, we need to close them down, you know, so we need to close down their station, and, you know, on, and blah, 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 and, you know, that's just how things go, right? So, to make matters worse, these people finally take over, and, they say, you know, this is our area, the police has to get out. So they block the police station, they basically evict the police, the officers. They board up the station, and so they take over the area, right? So now you would expect, okay, there's no police, there should be no problems, right? Because now we the people, took over. Wow, that's great. Now we finally have the chance to treat each other fairly. You know, now we finally got the oppressor out. We finally got the aggressor out. The violator, you know, we got them out. We did it. You know, we got together, we the people. I'm gonna repeat that so that you understand the point. We the people got the, you know, the gladiator out. You know, the main guy, the guy that has that caused all the problems, the guy that is you know, in charge of all the injustice, causing injustice, making people suffer, you know, preventing them to live in peace, you know, in cohesion with each other. So let me tell you how that ended up. It ended up with a bunch of hooligans. Basically, those are the people that took over, a bunch of hooligans, and I'll tell you why I call them like that. It's because that area became hell. Yes, literal hell. Music all day long, all day night, people getting drunk, yelling all day night, all day and all day, all day and all night. Yes, you can check it out, you can research how many people actually had to move from their apartments. It was unbearable, unlivable. Okay, people had to desert the area. A lot of people actually had nowhere to go, so they were forced to put up with those conditions. They had no peace. They could not sleep to go to work. They could not function properly. If they had to, I think in those times, a lot of people still work from home. It was impossible to work from home. Everything was extremely dirty. everything was just tagged from left and right. Every building, every street, every road had taggings on it. It was ugly. It was disastrous. That's how it is when we, the people, take over. Sorry, but thank you. No, thank you. You can bring the police back and kick them out immediately. All right? Because that's not that, and that's what the problem is. The problem is not in the authority. The problem is not that the authority is corrupt. The problem is that people are corrupt. The problem is that people have no measure of decency, no measure of respect, no measure of actual love. Because doing that, evicting the bad guy and then imposing yourself onto the area and then terrorizing everybody that lives there, that can't live in peace, can't get any normal rest, can't function properly due to not getting any rest, destroying their neighborhood by vandalizing things, by making things look like crap. Do you know what actually happened in one case? In one case, a group of these people that were fighting for Black Lives Matter, they felt, like they were, there was injustice done to them by I don't know what corporation. So they said to people, listen, to us, the people, not to me personally, but to us, the people, one of them, or more of them, they said, hey guys, we're gonna set fire onto these Starbucks, so get out of your apartments. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen to this. Are you kidding me? So I will work hard to have an apartment so I can have somewhere to be, so I'm not stuck out in the street with drug dealers, prostitutes, crime-ridden city, in the crime-ridden city. So I will work my ass off so I can have a job, I can be disciplined, I can be up on time every single day, I can provide for my family, so that your punk ass is gonna come to my place, tell me to get out because you wanna set fire to a business underneath my building. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Now you guys think about that, okay? Now you think why you need to be controlled. Now you think why we, the people, are not in cohesion with each other. Now you think why so-called Satan or so-called the evil one has power. You think, and tell me again that it's because of the corrupt police. Tell me again that it's because of the corrupt government. And I will laugh at your face for your foolishness, for your ignorance, that you don't see when you look around that people by themselves are not able. They're able, they may not be capable, but certainly not willing to work with each other. Okay? Removing the bad guy out of my neighborhood so that I'm not terrorized by them, and then imposing yourself so that I can be terrorized by you. I say, fuck you. You can get the fuck out. See? So, those of you who talk shit on the internet, how, some of us have these rants that are against people because, I will read your comment. Don't worry about it, I will read your comment to everybody because you retracted it, because this is what you do. I'll make you accountable for your words. I'll make you accountable for your participation in this society. Trust me on that. And this is not a threat. This is a promise. Because you need to be accountable. You need to stop going away and coming back and going away like you're so scared. No, post your words. Post your comment. Don't post your comment so I can see a portion of it, because when I click on it, it's gone. Alright? So I want to read the whole comment of your nonsense that you post to me on my video, and I can't read it because half of it or more, who knows what, is missing. So post your comment, and even more so, post it under your real name if you have the balls. Okay? Because that's what I want. That's what I want to see. Because it's easy to target people like myself who are out for years online. I have over 10 accounts on YouTube since many years ago, since YouTube started. I have different accounts with different logos, represented by different stuff for many years. Most of those you guys do not know, and you will not find them in the connection with this channel or the connection with other channels because they are separate channels. Some you will stumble, two are found to be connected or coming from me. The rest of them are pretty much mystery. You know? Okay, this one is the third one, if you want to include them into that. And whoever finds them, great. If anybody wants to point out what they are, you're welcome. You can comment, I don't care. That's why they're there. They're for people, not for myself. So, it's easy to come, you know, to comment on other people's videos and talk smack, because you commenting on my video has nothing to do with what you really feel. But now you feel butthurt because I told you what I actually thought of you, and I told you don't want to have anything to do with you anymore because you don't fit in my mission. I am not here to cooperate or collaborate with people who are not accountable to what they say and what they do and how they think. Simple. So I let you go. That's why I wanted to meet you in private on Skype. That's why I invited you to Skype in private. But you want to take this public onto my videos. Hey, no problem. But this time you're going to be accountable. It doesn't matter, you're going to retract your comments or you're going to delete your channels. It doesn't matter, man. You are here. I let you go. I set you free. You find me to be full of, I don't know what, contradictions and gaps and impotent because I'm not in control of the society and blah, 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 blah. That's all good. Hey, I'm glad you found yourself. I'm glad that you found the way to get away from me. And I'm letting you go. I'm setting you free for myself. So don't come back, because then you're showing that you want to be here. You're showing that you want to follow this channel. You are showing that you need me to tell you whatever I have to say. You know, you haven't found yourself. That's the problem. And that's why you're not accountable. You're not ready to be accountable. It is easy to poke at people like us. Most people know us. Most people know our real names even. We're online for years already. You think that bothers me, what people say about me? It doesn't, man. You should have known this in many years. I don't give a shit. You get it? You already get it? I don't. You know, you gotta grow your balls. You gotta make your own channel if you disagree with me, because that's great, because you have another perspective. So take that to your own channel, make videos, expose yourself, put yourself out there so you have some skin in the game, because then things change, okay? Don't come here to me poking me because you know what you did. And I will say that too. I will explain that too, what you did. Because that doesn't come from my ego. That comes from not supporting laziness. I support only creativity. And in some next videos, I will explain how I create my art, how I get down, what's the process. And then I will explain what you did. So, get ready. It's coming. Stay tuned. So that's it. So guys, whenever you come out, have your little complaints, you know, and write essays under other people's videos like myself. Just know, make your own channel. You know, don't be under some kind of hidden name and stuff, you know. Get yourself out into the world. Put some skin in the game. You know, stop retracting comments, stop closing channels. Keep everything open. Be out there. See if you can do what we do. See if you can fend from all the crap that people throw into our faces. Do it. I invite everybody. Anybody that has a lot to say, hey, don't waste your breath here. Because I'm telling you one thing. A lot of the times, it's just people won't read it. I'm telling you from my personal experience, people will not read long-ass comments. Most people won't. So you're wasting your breath. You're wasting your time typing that stuff. Make a video. Train yourself so you can be able to speak, properly and, be effective and efficient when you speak, then come up. Don't use words like, almighty creator and like the great light and our, sacred ancestors. Those are words, blah, blah, blah. Those words mean nothing, all right? Talk about real stuff, okay? You don't get me with those words. Those words are nonsense. Empty stuff. You're decorating a lot of nothing. That's what that is. A lot of nothing is being decorated by these fancy words. These words mean nothing. Your ancestors are gone. Nobody gives a shit about them. I don't. You don't really. And that's it. Honoring ancestors. Well, what are ancestors? What? The bodies, the avatars that we've used before, and now they're long gone, and now there's a different game here set up with different ancestors. I mean, different ancestors, different avatars. That's what you're worshiping, honoring. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Anyways, that's what you need to do. I'm very happy whenever anybody finds a way away from me. That's their liberation. That's when they liberate themselves. If you find me to be, full of paradoxes, contradictions, gaps, all this stuff, fine. Maybe you don't understand my message. Maybe you don't understand enough about the totality to understand my message. Or maybe that's true. I don't know, man. You figured it out. Now go. C'est la vie. So that's it. Alright, guys.